Hey guys. So, um, I decided that I am, I just got off work. Thank God. Tomorrow's my day off. So I just go ahead and watch the Suicide Squad. I know it will make for, I guess, fun video if you want to see me suffer. Um, I have a feeling I'm gonna loathe this movie, but why not just go ahead. And yeah, I decided to make a game out of it, and I am going to be doing a drinking game. So it's actually Bush, is that how you say it? Bush Light Apple, because I'm the kind of person that if I see like this really, kind of different, limited edition apparently, brand, then I automatically have to try it. I hope this is better than the beer I had. It was grapefruit flavored. My God, was that nasty! It has such a like skunky smell and taste. So kind of a tangent there, but yeah, I am gonna be watching the Suicide Squad. Probably not gonna like it, so if you don't want to see me trash on this movie, then maybe not watch this video if you don't want to. But there are a few things that I'm going to be looking for, or that typically determine whether or not I enjoy a movie. Of course, it's going to be the characters. Are they well-rounded characters? Are they? I guess you could say respected. They're not treated like jokes, which I'm terrified that's going to happen in this movie. They're going to, treat them all like jokes and make them so lame. Story, if it has an actual compelling story. Of course, knowing James Gunn, I have a feeling the humor is going to be just like the humor of a 10-year-old boy. So a lot of vulgarity for no other reason because, he thinks it's funny. And terrified of what he's going to do to Harley Quinn. Because, yeah, he fucking talked about what he was going to do if he got a hold of Batwoman. So I'm terrified of what he's going to do to Harley Quinn in this movie. I never liked the way he's treated his female characters. So, just, I know it's been getting, I don't even say good buzz, but I know the people who have, I know critics, they're biased as shit anyway, so I'm not even going to listen to them. But the fans, I guess, the audience who's seen it, of course, it's always people that were wanting to see it in the first place, so I'm not exactly surprised they're like it. So I'm going to be waiting on pretty much more of the just general audience that may not be a fan of I don't know, that might not be interested in seeing the movie to see what their opinion is on it. I'm gonna think that's gonna be more of a telling. It's gonna give us a view of how it's really gonna be perceived. I do think that a lot of the people who say it's one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, well, one, they said that about Wonder Woman 84, and man, it was that disappointing. I do think this is what they think a comic book movie should look like. I think one comment was, oh, it feels like a comic book movie come to life, which I essentially think that's why they like it. Not necessarily because it's a good movie, because they feel like it's a comic book movie come to life, which apparently makes him a good director and writer. So, anyways, so I'm going to do a drinking game, like I said. Probably just going to be when it pisses me off. Anytime there's, unneeded vulgarity, anytime I know he uses a few characters from the 2016 version, so anytime they piss me off with that, make them worse, I guess. I don't really have much else to say for the moment, so I only just get on into it.
You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
So, question. Is this even supposed to be a sequel to the first one? Because they're just rehashing the same bullshit from the first one. You know, I've always got, just from the trailers, a sense that this is pretty much just a remake. It's not a sequel. You know, it's just a reboot. And it feels like that's what they're doing here. I'm gonna need to drink a whole beer for that hideousness.
I don't like it.
Wait for it. I know there's a Harley Quinn shit joke coming up.
And of course.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Had to go number 2.
Surprise. Already, the costumes are just fucking hideous. You think, I know that he was given as much money as he wanted to make this movie. They're so desperate to get, you know, that MCU money that they pretty much bent over backwards to get him. Warner Brothers did. So yeah, I fully expect this to be like... I couldn't even find the budget for this movie online. So I'm not even sure how much money was spent on this, but based on the costume, it doesn't feel like it spent very much. I know people are going to say, well, you know, well, it looks like comic book. You can have comic book accurate costumes without making them look ridiculous, especially if they're going to be live action. So yeah, they already just look hideous. It just feels like you didn't have put any fucking time into this goddamn movie. But of course, based on some of the other things I've heard, I don't think he put much time into this fucking script.
Dogs hanging on hooks. Only they don't know it yet.
God, every time I see that fucking thing, I have to drink.
What does TG Your name is letters?
All names are letters.
Already impeccable dialogue. The team like this... Honestly, if I was a villain and got defeated by this team, I'd be like taking, you know, I'd be just revoking, you know, just give back my villain card. Am I gonna have to root for all of these fuckers to die by the end?
The weasel is dead!
At least you won't have to watch that hideous shit for all the movie. But yeah, this is less worse of the worst than lame of the lame.
This is a tough group. You can make it.
Tough group my ass. God, like I said before. So literally lame as fuck. So Waller decided, oh, there's this dumbass who can detach his arms and smack you with it. This is who fucking sitting into the field, huh? Sure does make Waller seem competent, doesn't it? Scary and not just dumb as hell.
Congratulations, Bloodsport.
Yep. I'm just gonna call him Deadshot throughout the entire movie because that's essentially who he is. They couldn't get Will Smith, so instead of creating a new character, they just grabbed a name. James just, in his infinite wisdom, just grabbed a name from the comics and then left the same backstory as what's his face? Deadshot.
Are you in or out?
So what? Apparently all of them agree to put these things in them.
Bullshit! What the fuck?
Some people claim that Inawe...
Yeah. Why am I getting such Thor vibes from, you know, Thor from Endgame vibes? Make him fat as hell. I wouldn't be surprised if it's, make a lot of fat jokes.
Well,
I'm sorry. Dumb as fuck.
What is that?
That is an overhead projection.
Such brilliant dialogue, isn't it?
Ah.
Yes.
God. Why did I get the feeling that the actress, this is literally her just not giving a shit because of this stupid ass dialogue?
Being facetious, but if this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
Jesus
You know what I
fuck.
Rats.
Yes.
And you're on a team with me?
Not something.
God. I need to drink this whole thing to get rid of that dick. Image of the dick. Yes, that definitely makes sense, doesn't it? He's able to, you know, eat a man the size of himself. Guess he's an anaconda.
Why did my people not alert me of your arrival?
Wait for them to make a joke out of it.
I didn't see anybody.
Yeah. The fact this actress is in this movie is just a shame. She's incredible in Predators. So, you gotta wonder, is any of the male characters gonna end up fucking the villains? Or is it just Harley Quinn? I love how that's her pretty much, I guess her storyline. She just fucks the dictator, huh? Yeah, I just love for James Gunn to fucking make a Harley Quinn, Ivy movie, because that's ultimately, if this fucker stays on, that's probably what he'll get. Praying that Discovery dumps his ass quickly, because I don't want his disgusting grubby hands on Ivy.
And killing kids, it's kind of a red flag.
Then why don't you kill all your teammates? Because I'm fairly certain they're all horrible people.
I forgot I've got a great one.
You know, looks like one of those balls, you know, the ones I'm talking about, the ones with the spikes that would vibrate.
I love the rain. It's like angels are splooching all over us.
It's good for color.
Ah, yes, nothing's more inspirational than Harley Quinn talking about wanting to be jacked on by a bunch of fuckers. Let me guess, they're all the villains, right? Every time she goes out to, do the, mission, she just fucks whoever she sees, Looks like we have less than an hour left and we still haven't gotten the big bad. They could have just cut off the entire first half. And just started, you know, brought in the villain from the beginning. Because, let's be honest here, the first half's completely pointless. I mean, they didn't even build relationships between the characters to justify the shit from the first half. Just a lot of piss and shit and fucking horrible dialogue.
That too.
Press. Goddamn people deserve to know. Tired of covering up their dirty little secrets. This time these sons of bitches gonna be...
Sure. How many times has he fucking done whatever Waller wanted, but sadly he has a growing cold feet now?
Who's Milton? What? I don't remember any Milton.
Shows how little these characters fucking have any impact or relevance that you forget fucking most of them the moment they disappear from the screen. Yeah, the fact that they continually fucking just go off on these fucking random ass tangents for no reason other than the goddamn humor. If you cut all that out, you could probably cut it down to less than an hour, to be honest. Oh my god. This just reminds me, did they really just use those little like plastic discs that they gave you in school for like bingo and stuff like that?
Mission. Blood sport rat catcher, turn around.
Where go, friends?
No, wait.
You can totally forget that they are, you know, Amanda Waller is any relevance whatsoever in this movie, to be honest. They barely have any screen time. To the point that it seems like she's not that big of a fucking deal. Especially when you have most of the scenes with her involve her her employees, you know, making jokes and shit.
Oh my god! What the fuck did you do?
See, what's interesting is that, well, in the beginning, she seemed to be very hesitant on all this bullshit. Now what? She's all for it. Jesus, fuck, this piece of shit survived over fucking, Boomerang or, Flag. Fuck this shit. Oh yay! Now we get to go see him eat children now. Well, that was lame. So yeah, like I said, when it comes to movies that I like, it has to do, the most important thing for me really is characters. These characters were boring as shit, to be honest. But, yeah, that was a Suicide Squad. Of course, they fuck up Harley Quinn like I feared. Literally, her entire fucking storyline is her fucking a dictator. That's literally it. That's the only fucking plot she has, other than just having action scenes. I know they try to make us make it seem like she and Flag had a relationship, or at least a friendship, when really it's literally nothing. They hug and that's it. That's the thing, isn't it? They really don't have any fucking connections whatsoever throughout this entire damn show or movie. It's so fucking lame. The dialogue was atrocious. They would just go off on these random ass fucking tangents that had no fucking purpose whatsoever. They just, if you cut all those random tangents that had no purpose, you probably cut out a good hour of the movie, to be honest. And yeah, the fucking action scenes were pretty mediocre. I mean, the main villain didn't show up until like 30 minutes from the end and got defeated fairly quickly. So yeah, you know, overall, my thoughts on this movie were just that it was lame. I mean, it's a mediocre James Gunn movie, and yet people act like it's gonna, you know, it's incredible. I think I saw someone comment on how, oh, this is like an action, you know, this is like a real life comic book movie, and then literally just have like the text over it where it goes like Suicide Squad versus Star Wars the Conqueror. If that's literally the only thing that qualifies it as a fucking comic book, you know, looking like a real like comic book movie, can't help but fucking laugh, to be honest. God. Oh god. So yeah, that was 2 fucking hours. 2 hours. It was like, you know, like, honestly, like an hour too long. Maybe like even an hour and a half too long. so much shit could have been cut out and it wouldn't have affected the movie at all, to be honest. So yeah, that's, I guess that's my review of the movie. Mediocre as shit. No real purpose, and of course, so she kills off all the, you know, all the characters from the original movie, or, you know, the 2016 version, and kept Harley Quinn, only to turn her into this fuck toy for this dictator. It's funny because people literally bitched about how Harley Quinn was sexualized in the 2016 version. You bet your ass they're not going to say the same thing for this version. She wears this hideous ass dress, but fucks this random ass dictator, and then kills this guy with his thighs, which nobody else, no other character does. So you bet your ass they're not going to say shit about how she's treated in this fucking movie. But I'm honestly not that surprised. So yes. So yeah, this movie was, I'm debating whether to give it a 1 or 2. I'm honestly thinking of 1 because there are some movies that were just so fucking bad that they were just so funny. I absolutely like any Neil Gaiman. Not Neil Gaiman, what was his name? I think his first name's Neil. He made the really just cheap ass movies, but he was such a horrible actor. It was so enjoyable to watch him. Just a second, I'm gonna look at him. Look him up. Okay, his name's Neil Breen.
Killed himself! He killed himself!
Call 911. Jim! Jim! Call 911! Jim! Jim! How could you have done this? Jim! I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide. How could you have done this? How could you have committed suicide? I can't help you out of this one, Jim. With all we've been through, I can't pull you out of this one.
His movies are a lot rarer than some of the you know, main movies, and so it's a lot harder to find him, to be honest. But I absolutely love his movies because of just how batshit insane this movie. He produces, stars, and directs in all these movies. I would definitely rather watch that movie than this movie. And I kind of got on a tangent. I don't remember what I said before, to be honest, but yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm debating if to give it a 1 or 2 star because honestly, it was just boring as fuck and I hated the way that he treated Harley Quinn. I'm debating on doing a 1 because not even like Neil Brayman at least was enjoyable in how bad it was, just how insanely bad it was. But it really does feel like he kind of he's trying his best. He really is. Neil Gaiman, at least. No Breen, sorry, I keep saying Neil Gaiman, whatever. But yeah, No Breen, it actually feels like he's putting all his heart into this, even if it's horrible. So yeah, I'm leaning more towards a 1, and if I end up putting a review on Rotten Tomatoes, I don't want them to try to fucking rig it and say it's a fresh at like, you know, a 2 out of 5 stars or whatever. So yeah, so that was my reaction to this movie, I guess. I mean, if you give it a like, if you like it, just give it a like. Subscribe to get notifications for all my movies I'll be doing, and you guys have a nice night. Stay safe out there. I'll talk to you later.